Getting buzzing.
Testing. Testing.
Good. No. How do I share these?
No, okay. Right? Right. Yeah, we better keep up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
I just saw it. I'm gonna go sit down and I'll do it on the Discord and the Facebook, please. Both 13-year-olds? Yeah.
Their problems. They were, and I'm like, but it didn't really do with actually study because it's like, what's the problem?
5 minutes. Different factions. I need to ditch this hand.
And because all of the literature about it is social emotional impact on health.
I don't believe anyone who tells you the Brognar made it.
I'm white and like
Brognar made. That's
I mean, that's not true, Rob. No, you've made a sample of things.
that's right.
Yeah.
But you don't stick on
Oh no. So I did that.
Class is about class play.
So for our Facebook page, for our Dutchie, I did a series of videos where every week I did a deep dive breakdown of classes in AmpGuard. I got through all of them and then they did a big day. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do one class too. So we went through all of them. Things that happen and how they impact the way they think. Now I've got like I'm on video.
I feel like I work really.
Specifically, it's like go. It is. I was like, the first time around, I went ability, like ability, and it's tiger, like when it comes to okay.
I looked at
Right, let me highlight. This is the baby. Yeah, I worked for it. So I realized
this game.
Laura and must begin to Oyster Ranks is a that gives the bearer the ability to giving them poison one spell in their life. So 50 or is the new weapon, so you can have to regard and reply content. Yeah. Yeah. It's the same effect, but you don't have to reach out and reapply over and over and over. It doesn't happen.
Small announcement, friends. If you are involved in the running of the night quest post 19, meet in the tavern for final instruction and setup.
I've been staying at my least. Like there are some spells where it's like I just saw plums right now and I don't like that's bad. You're bad.
Another one that's been historically on my hate.
Yeah, I don't.
Friendly magic. Which means that if
Not like a wild.
yeah, actually, hey, this card. What? This card dice. Dying, go back on. You don't. I said, yeah, some levels of one. That's the free other stuff makes me so.
That is correct. Really? How the hell did they have that?
Honestly,
It's tiny bit less bad, but you'd rather just have easy.
Yeah, diesel and if you especially paired with the beard shield would be like for the top. Yeah, what you can do with an immune shield, or honestly, you could also just do enlightened soul and throw some duel. Because like the subdual balls are the main ones you're walking out.
The downside, the network needs actually.
Yeah, right.
Plus,
Atro is level 5.
Yeah, it's very protected from all. And if you give it to a scout, they've got their own adaptive. So this is a scout. Give a scout a and they immediately and now all they have to worry about are lightning bolt honestly, it's the first one is basically the same thing. You can't do anything about it anyway.
So they come more in challenge.
I think that you have to. Now if you But that you basically have to build your.
And then
That is that.
it's just black. So then I put the white and the bird. That's just
Rolling cow? Yeah.
Thank you. I'm actually doing pretty okay now that things sun's gone down a bit. The straps been broken. It didn't break down.
Just, I'm not part of Watchers. I said, go get, it used to be.
Yeah, that's a. It's just
Right?
just a click and then
Because
it's
it's like
spray painted.
you're
It's sprayed.
Okay. Monster.
Yeah, this isn't just like I miss most of the event, but it's just like romantic.
Yes.
This is where. Eric stole my sword. We're talking about. Where's JJ? He was somewhere. I'm done, good.
Gather close, loyal citizens of the Imperium, and hear now a tale carried upon 10,000 years of war. Know first that history, when carried through the tides of the warp, seldom arrives untouched. Time bends, memory fractures. Truth and legend become intertwined beneath the gaze of eternity. Thus, the account you are about to witness may not unfold in the order mortal minds would expect. Events separated by centuries may stand side by side. Voices long dead may speak as though living. Deeds yet unwritten may echo before their cause is known. Such is the nature of the war. But though chronologically may falter, the truth at the heart of this story remains unchanged. Now, let us begin. Before the Imperium spanned the stars, before the banners of mankind flew above 1,000,000 worlds, there was only one old night. Humanity was broken. Worlds stood isolated and afraid. Tyrants ruled from poisoned thrones while monsters crept through the darkness between the stars. Knowledge was lost. Hope was rationed. Civilization itself became a little more than a memory whispered by dying generations. Then came the Empress of mankind. From holy Terra she rose, radiant and terrible, a beacon amidst the endless void. By her will, the thunder of the Great Crusade shook the heavens. Across the stars marched the hosts of humanity, warriors clad in ceramite and bolters, carrying the light of unity to the forgotten corners of creation. And foremost amongst her sons stood the First Legion, the Dark Angels, silent where others boasted, relentless where others hesitated. They were not merely conquerors, they were executioners of the Imperium's will, the final sanction, the hidden blade. When the foes of mankind could not be reasoned with, the First Legion descended. When horrors too terrible for remembrance threatened humanity, the Dark Angels answered. Yet even in humanity's greatest hour, corruption found root. War Master Horus, brightest among the Primarchs, turned against the Golden Throne. Brothers slaughtered brother as the galaxy itself burned in the fires of betrayal. Entire worlds vanished beneath extermination. Legions, once united by oath earned in blood, became instruments of ruin to the very people they were created to protect. Still, the Imperium endured. Not because mankind was flawless, not because victory was certain, but because there remained those willing to stand unbroken against the storm. Tonight, we gather not merely to celebrate honor, but to recognize burden. For knighthood is no reward. It is vigilance. It is sacrifice. It is the acceptance that duty must stand eternal, even when hope grows dim. And now, before the eyes of the realm and beneath the unseen gaze of the golden throne itself, we call forth one judged worthy to bear that burden. Let the halls fall silent. Let the banners rise. Let the first legion bear witness. Call forth Squire Rowan, Corvus, Magnus, Birdmanus. From the shadowed forests of Caliban, from the halls where secrets are carried like sacred relics, from the endless vigil kept by those who neither sleep nor yield. Come forth, Squire Rowan, Corvus, Manus, Birdmanus, bearer of the oath, keeper of duty, watcher in the dark. You who have stood the line beside your comrades, you who have endured hardship without surrender, you who have chosen service over comfort and honor over ease. The inner circle calls, the lion watches, the Imperium bears witness. Approach the golden throne and stand before the God Empress herself. We will also ask the Knights of Amgard to join us at the front. Let us first begin with a prayer to the God Empress, delivered by Celestian Madeline Fay. The fleet-wide box link is ready at your word, Sister Madeline. My brethren are gathered in preparation for your prayer.
Thank you. Please activate the Vox now. You guys will know when you are to answer. Through us, the will of the God Empress will be done. Our faith is her blade, and I shall wield it in her name. Let us first spend a moment to praise the Empress for guiding us to this place. Without the light of the Astronomicon to pierce the veil of the warp, humanity would be stranded amid the darkness of the stars. It is through her sacrifice and will that the void is tamed.
Praise the Empress.
Is the Empress.
We pray for those souls given into the Empress that this light may burn bright across the galaxy, as we pray for all of those who labor beneath her gaze and give us their lives to her wars so that we can overcome a host of sinful foes.
Praise the Empress.
We pray for those that rise gun and blade in defense of the Empress's realm, for in them is the Empress's strength given life, her purpose given vitality.
Praise the Empress.
We give thanks to the Empress for giving us her strength so that we might fight in her name, and for bringing us to the foe that we shall smite them in her name.
Praise the Empress.
From her springs our faith, into us pours her resolve. Through us her will is done. Without her we are nothing.
Praise the Empress.
We call upon the God Empress of Terra to heed us now. We ask that the hawk of the sun turn her immortal gaze upon us. We pray for the master of mankind to lead us on the path of the righteous.
Praise the Empress.
We stand before you, Lord of the golden throne, to strike where you would have us strike. The enemy's ways confound us, their strengths test us, yet we shall be great with your might gifted upon us.
Praise the Empress.
I am the edge of the blade. I am the cut that ends foes. I am the wrath that topples armies. Sisters of the Empire, brothers of Rivermore, will you fight with me?
Praise.
I feel your faith, kin, but it must be stronger. You are sons and daughters of Amgard, the warriors of Clippy. You call yourselves champions of the Empress. She calls upon you now to lend me your wrath, lend me your zeal, lend me your fire. Praise her.
Praise the Empress.
I can feel the heat of your burning wrath. I am the holy flame that will sear through this web of deception.
Praise the Empress.
The chorus of the God Empress sings in my ears. Speak the righteous words, sing the praises, and defy the darkness. The veil parts before us. Imperator Dominus. There are moments in history where the fate of humanity balances upon a single breath. Such a moment came at the Eternity Gate. Holy Terra burned. The skies above the Imperial Palace split with fire as traitor fleets darkened the heavens. The walls shook beneath endless bombardment. Rivers of blood ran through the sanctuaries of mankind. Yet still the defenders held. At the great Eternity Gate stood countless guardsmen, exhausted, wounded, afraid. Ordinary souls facing the impossible. They knew they would likely die before the coming dawn. Fear gripped their hearts. And among them walked a Primarch, not as a distant lord, not as a god, but as a warrior beside his people. He looked upon the gathered defenders and spoke.
I do not want this present, and I want the future that follows. Oh God. Stand against our own brothers. With our back to turn it against. Not the battle, the win. If you have ever wondered how you will die, now you know. If you've ever wondered where your body will lie, now you know. You will be killed on the last wall with hope and horror. Your body will lie here, unburied, staring up at a poisonous sky. Once sanctum falls, terror falls with it. And I tell you, he cannot hold this wall. You can see it yourself, but there are too many. We are too few. We may last a week if we do the impossible. More likely, we will all be dead in 3 days. Perhaps my words surprise you or frighten you. But I will not hide. Not to you. Not to you who have been through 200 days of dread, only to find yourself. I've looked into your faces and seen what this war has cost all of you. I have followed the flow of battles that each of you has survived to stand here on the final battlement. I see everything you have endured, your stories written in the light of your eyes. Now the War Master offers you the lie of life, promising a mercy his forces are incapable of showing. If we will abandon this last wall, and it falls to me here and now to tell you to stand against him one more time, to give everything you have, even your lives. If it will hold this rampart for another day, another hour, another second. That is what the moment demands of me. Is it not? That I beg you to make one last sacrifice. No. No, I will not ask it of you. You have already given everything. You've already done everything asked of you 100 times and more. You have suffered through a war of unimaginable darkness.
One that has demanded more from you than any soldier in the history of our species has been forced to give. The fact that you still live, that you still fight. I cannot conceive of the courage and resilience it requires for you to face this down and look to the horizon with a rifle in your hands. Where Horus has offered only lies, I will offer you truth. Those of you that wish to run, run. Leave this place. Not in shame at a duty undone, not in surrender to the traitor's forces, but with honor. Go, with my gratitude, for you have already given everything asked of you. What right does anyone have to demand more from you who have endured harrowing beyond account, horror beyond measure? If you wish to fall back into the Sanctum Imperialis and spend the last hours of life with your children, then do so. Know that you go not only with my blessing, but my envy. If you wish to leave the wall and take your chances in the wasteland before the battle begins, then, in the Empress's name, you have earned the right to try. Go swiftly and carry with you the pride that you have already given a hero's share in a war that none of us wanted, but were forced to fight. And if you wish for the truth, I will give it to you gladly, for you have earned that too. It shames me to admit, but I would abandon this wall if I could. The Primarch in me, the supposed demigod half of my heart, craves life with a ferocity that shames me. If I bowed to that instinct, I would take to the sky and never look back. But I cannot. I am half human, and the human in me demands that I stay. There are legends about me. I hear them whispered among you every day. That I know the moment of my own death. The stories say this gives me courage, that I feel no fear, because I know I cannot yet be slain. Here is the truth of that tale. That prophesied death is coming. Today, tonight, tomorrow. I know not the when, nor the how. Only that I feel faith's breath on the back of my neck. I do not remain here out of immortality's courage. I remain here because if I am to die, I choose this death. I choose to die with my back to the last door. I choose to give my life to buy another hour, or minute, or even a single second of grace to those who cannot be here fighting with me. I choose to die here because I do not believe I have yet given all I can. Someone must stand and fight. And if I have but one choice left, I will make it now. I will stand. I will fight. I will hold this wall, knowing that the 13th Legion makes for Terra with all speed. And if they cannot bring salvation, they will bring retribution. Whether I am alone, or whether 100,000 of you are by my side, when the War Master's horde decides to descend upon this wall, they will find me waiting for them with a blade in hand. Not because I can win, but because it is right. I do not know what delusion drips those out there who are once our brothers and sisters, but I do know it is right to oppose them. I've spoken enough. You need hear no more of my fears and confessions. All that remains is for me to ask. Will you run? And we'll pick her
oaths a moment.
I, Rowan, Corvus, Magnus, Birdmanus, kneel and speak your oath a moment before this assembled host. Before the master of mankind, before my brothers born of distant stars, before the blood-stained soils of Caliban, and before the countless generations yet unborn, I, Rowan, Corvus, Magnus, Birdmanus, first of the emperor, do swear this solemn oath. I swear upon my name and the honor of funds. To serve Emperor with all that I am. I shall carry the light of truth for forgotten corners of the void. I shall be the sword raised in righteous purpose, shield that bars the innocent, the hand that restores order to the fractured galaxy. Let no falsehood thrive, let no biblical vision and fear. I shall strike down rebellion, silence treachery, cast out the rocks of pride and corruption wherever it takes hold. I do not ask for mercy, do not grant to those who forsake their oaths. I shall fulfill my duty with honor unbroken, with judgment tempered by service, resolve that ends intended with fear or favor. Stand where others falter, hold fast where others yield. Press forward through the darkness. I shall not be swayed by comfort nor silenced by treachery. Strength shall serve the just. My will shall stand unbent. My heart shall remain ever true to the cause I have sworn. I shall never stand alone, for my brothers stand beside me. Do not waver, for purpose is my companion, and duty my guide. I shall be the sword that carves the path, the hammer that breaks the gate, the wall that does not yield. First into battle, last to retreat, return in vigilance. The stars around me may darken, though the long night press in from every side, though my will be tested still, I shall endure, not for glory, not for praise, but because I must. My loyalty is to the Emperor, to Emperor, with the vision of a united future. Strength is his decree, my silence is will, my wrath is judgment. By this oath I bind my fate to Emperor. This oath I rise not as a man, but as a sword forged by purpose. I am Mark Rowan. From this day forth, I shall not stray from the path set.
Then let this oath be witnessed by all assembled and carry into memory eternal.
In the Imperium, relics are not valued for gold or beauty. They are treasure because they carry the memories of sacrifices of those who came before. Every scar upon a blade, every mark upon a shield, every thread torn upon a banner speaks of sacrifice. So too do the gifts presented here tonight, not tokens of wealth, but symbols of friendship, of fellowship, duty, and the burdens willingly share among comrades. Let those who would honor this soon-to-be night step forward.
Is there a chain?
Chain.
There is.
The unadorned chain of a knight is no decoration, but a binding relic of station within the sacred order. It is the weight of duty made manifest, wrought not of metal alone, but of oath, sacrifice, and remembrance. It declares before all eyes that this soul is no longer their own, but sworn to crown, kingdom, and the eternal defense of humanity against the encroaching darkness. Let its burden be ever felt
and never forgotten. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Is there a shield for this night? Behold now the shield of the Empress, not merely a wall of iron, not simply a tool of war, but a sacred bulwark against the darkness. In the ancient days of Terra, the Empress chosen stood unbroken before our beyond mortal comprehension. They held the line against demon, xenos, and traitor alike. Not because
But because they refused to yield. Their shield was not only ceramite and adamantium, but duty, sacrifice, and unwavering resolve. Is there a belt for this night?
There is.
the white bell is a sign of knighthood within the Imperium's enduring traditions of honor and service. Once spoken of as purity, it now stands as recognition of trust earned through trial, discipline, and unwavering duty. It is not granted lightly, nor worn without consequences. It marks the bearer as one who stands among the chosen servants of the realm, bound to exemplify restraint, courage, and sacrifice in equal measure. Each time this belt is fastened, let it be served as a reminder duty is not claimed once, but renewed for all days to come. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Is there a code to guard this night in the tradition of the kingdom of the 13 roads? In the grim darkness of service, even the most steadfast warrior requires shelter from the storm of war and time. 13 rows clothes his night in coats as symbol of station, fellowship, and refuge. For though a knight may be called to stand alone in vigil, they are never truly without kin. The coat is sanctuary made cloth, a reminder that amidst endless duty and unceasing burden, there remains a home that endures and a brotherhood that does not break. Let it be known, even in the far reaches of hardship, 13 roads stand with its night. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
May we be shown the iron halo meant for this night.
Oh.
In the annals of the Imperium, the iron halo is no mere ornament of victory, but a sign of sacred protection and unyielding authority granted to those proven in the crucible of war. In the mantle of the Empress' unseen will, an echo of sanctity wrought in metal and faith, signifying that this knight stands not alone, but beneath the watchful judgment of mankind itself. Let it be served as a reminder that while flesh may falter, conviction endures, and duty is shielded by resolve as much as by steel. For those who bear it are expected not to retreat from darkness, but to stand as its unyielding counter. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Is there a lantern for this night?
Anyway. Starlight, what's a companion to ever be by your side? Provide you warmth and to help you face the grim darkness of the universe.
Is there a scroll for this night? Let this scroll stand as more than ink upon parchment. For in the imperium of man, memory is sacred. The deed The deeds of the worthy are etched into librariums, sealed within archives, and carried through the ages, so that honor may never fade into dust. Heroes perish, kingdoms tumble, and wars burn. Yet the names of those who stood with courage endure. So too shall this day be remembered. This scroll marks the moment you rose above mere title and station to take upon yourself the burden of knighthood. It bears witness to your service, your sacrifice, and the oath sworn before your peers and realm. May, the, may these words remind all who read them honor is not granted lightly, that nobility is proven through action, and that the measure of a knight is written not only in victories won, but in life defended, burdens carried, and virtues upheld when no reward was certain. Carry this record proudly, not as proof of greatness achieved, but as a charge to continue walking the path set before you. For this day, from this way onward, your deeds shall not belong to you alone. They shall become part of the legacy of the realm itself. Let it be written, let it be remembered, and let none forget that on this day, a knight was forged. May we be shown the blade meant for this night.
We have a sword for you. We'll get it.
This is no mere weapon of steel, but a sacred instrument of judgment, born in the name of the Imperium of mankind. When the Empress set out to the stars with her legions, it was said that such blade carried a will of unity across a fractured galaxy, striking down the enemies of humanity where words could not reach. It is the edge of duty made manifest, refined through discipline, tempered by sacrifice, and guided by unyielding conviction. Let it be known, this sword is not drawn for conquest or pride, but for protection, for justice, and for the preservation of all that endures beneath the light of the Empress. May this night ever remember that every strike is a responsibility, and every mercy a choice made in vigilance. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Step back.
Beneath the eternal light of the golden throne, I, Castellan Reinhardt,
I, Primarch Loxus.
dump thee in the name of battles ever raging.
And in the name of the kingdom of the 13 roads.
Wings nice. I got it.
Us, the knights of the wings of the dawn, dump thee in the name of Amgard, inspire eternal.
In every age, darkness gathers, empires crumble, heroes fall, and still humanity endures. Not through strength alone, not through conquest alone, but because there remains those willing to bear responsibility when others cannot. That is the duty of a knight, to stand vigilant, to lead through example, to become a shield for others in times of uncertainty. Tonight, another name is added to that long and honored legacy. Remember this moment. Remember the oath sworn here. For the measure of a knight is not found in titles, but in the lives they uplift and the burdens they willingly carry. Long live thy kingdom, long live its knights, and may the Empress protect. Hip hip!
Dan, we recognize Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
He's like, oh.
All right. Real quick, before we do this part, I just want it known that I really do not like doing this, but I love this guy a lot, so I will do it for him.
It's consensual.
Please, nobody ask me ever to do this again. Unless you're my squires.
I'm okay with it.
I heard it.
That is the last bullet answer.
The burden of responsibility.
Can I have Battle Brother Kipper to the court?
You in trouble. That's no blood. Clear it up.
Not just as a person, but as a battle gamer, as my underbelly. Do Chef the Squire's belt.
No, I can't. I got it.
All right. Well, you figure that shit out. We're gonna start a receiving line, starting from that direction. The knights, if you want to come and chat with him first, come smack him around, do your thing, and then everybody else, we're gonna line up over there.
Order of business. That man gets first.
Oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, no, we forgot. You did say the very first one for them.
I owe him from last night.
Okay, I got it. Roderick, get dinner.
Oh, oh.